precepts, stay diligent. The most I built this army, so now we militant. Yahweh Shai coming like a thief in the night. Gotta stay woke, gotta watch.
Keep the commandments, man. It's the one thing our people haven't done as a whole. So we tried to build up Black Wall Street. What happened? The damn heathen came through, shot the place up, man. We tried to build a community over in East St. Louis. What happened? Damn heathen came and blew it up, man. It's gonna continue to happen over and over again, man. The only way that we gonna be saved out of sin is keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
According unto all the words of the prophets whom he sent us.
And that's why the church don't want you to read, man. Because if you read this stuff in the prophets, you'll understand that everything was a prophecy. That's the whole reason, man. That's what the prophets was doing, was telling you. They was giving you warning, man. They was telling you what are the things to come. Our people don't want to hear the things to come. They want to hear the things to come, but if it ain't about damn basketball or football or
where the party at,
yeah, damn holidays, yeah, Jake just want to know where the party at, where the bag at, who performing at the Enterprise Center. Say, man, they just waiting on their destruction, man. They're praying for the downfall of themselves as well as all their brothers and sisters, man. Why? Because they simply don't want to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. Because our sisters don't want to have clothes on, rather walk around damn tugging at the dress all night instead of covering up, man. Instead of putting on a head wrap, they rather put these damn wigs on and it's balding their head out, man. And you read that in the book of Isaiah, man. He said that the things that y'all doing to yourselves, y'all got a stench down there. Y'all know that y'all don't smell good, man. And it's because y'all don't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Keep going.
Verse 22. But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart.
They do what?
Every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart.
But God knows your heart.
But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart.
So you following the own wicked imaginations of your heart. That's why everybody want to be sodomites. That's why everybody want to be transformers, because they following their own wicked hearts. These are desires that you formed in your own wicked, dirty ass mind, man. That ain't what the Lord told you to do. Because being with your own kind, guess what? That ain't producing people. If you put 75 people on an island and then you go to check back in 10 years, man,
they're gonna be dead.
They're gonna be dead. Ain't no more kids coming.
I got a couple of sisters right here that want to learn about what these are on our clothes.
God. So y'all want to know about those, huh?
No, I know what they are.
What are they?
They fringes. I know what they are.
Why the brothers wearing fringes? Because we all got them on. Did we just wake up and was like, put them on?
Did y'all practice?
No, Muslims don't wear fringes.
No, I'm just saying, like, are y'all practicing it? Because I heard you say Assalamu.
I didn't say
that.
Oh,
I thought you heard
No, we don't say
like,
Hasalami and bologna.
So what is it y'all teaching?
Give me numbers 1538. Give me 2 Corinthians 11:22. Get that verse. So that's why we are here, man, because our people are desiring learning in these last days. So we got to actually come out here and feed the sheep, man. Right. Got that 2 Corinthians? Get that in a second. Right. Yeah. Second, you asked me two questions. You said, what are we teaching? And then you asked why we wearing fringes.
All I heard when I walked out the shop was they wearing them wigs and all. I said, I'm appalled.
But I see you got your natural hair right now.
But I wear wigs.
Yeah.
What do we have, like hair conditioners and stuff like that?
Quartet. Be an extra reader.
Yeah, I'm like, the Bible is not necessarily against you doing it. It's just following the ways of the heathen. Because we got to go to them and want and in need of all things.
We want to go back to our culture.
Exactly.
Back to culture.
Exactly.
You know, white women, and they wear the big hairs and the wigs and all that.
Exactly.
So that's what you were doing too.
Exactly.
Going back to our culture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know a few women that got what's that like lupus, like alopecia and stuff, where they got them kind of conditions, and that's the beauty of wearing a hair wrap. Give me 2 Corinthians
11. 1 Corinthians 11.
Con 11. 2 Corinthians 11. Bring that up.
2 Corinthians 11.
This the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 22. Are they Hebrews?
Are they what?
Are they Hebrews? So am I.
Right.
Are they Israelites? So am I.
Are they what?
Are they Israelites? So am I.
So then that we out here teaching our people that the 12 tribes of Israel are the Israelites. And that would be the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So you got the southern kingdom, which would be Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and then the other tribes would be the northern kingdom. And we got split up. If you know anything about the Bible, when you read the books of Kings, that there was a split between those kingdoms. So we're doing the same thing that Christ was doing and trying to get our people back together. So when you actually read in the Bible and Christ is talking about, you know, the Gentiles, and especially when you go into Paul, because that's a lot of what the church is talking about is Paul, he was doing the same thing. He was telling people that the Gentiles are what they call Israel. And when you read in the Old Testament, you got Israel and you got Jacob. And Jacob is more so the southern kingdom, and Israel being the northern kingdom. And it's like, so we're trying to get all of us back on one accord instead of calling ourselves blacks, calling ourselves Puerto Ricans, calling ourselves Mexicans, calling ourselves Haitians, Jamaicans, you know, all these different bywords that the heathen then came up with. Said we are Hebrew Israelites. Hebrew is our language, Israelites is our lineage. Say, because we come from our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Bring that out in
So what are y'all doing to bring in, besides this, to bring in the community and change the culture? Do y'all have like a church, a group set? What is it that?
Well, we got a building that we get together, but if you read Acts 3:48, it say that the Lord doesn't dwell in temples made with hands. Because if two or three are gathered, there he is in the midst of them. So this is the church right here. You don't have to go into no building where you paying tithes. All praise to the Most High, man. I'm glad our people are waking up out of that. Because the church has been a stumbling block for our people for a long time, because they don't teach you who you are.
Everybody have their own opinion.
Exactly.
On the Bible. And what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. But you can't teach. You can't teach your way.
Right.
You got to teach the right way.
Exactly.
So most of the time when you go into church, they teach you their way.
Yep.
Right.
So they're not teaching you the actual word of the Bible. So a lot of people don't really understand it because
Isaiah 8:20.
because we've been led to believe that the church is where is the most sanctuary place for anybody in Christianity or anything above Christian. Baptist, Christian. Everybody was taught us that the church is the way to go. But actually, if you open up the Bible yourself, you collect the word yourself and get a better understanding.
Exactly. I said the Lord gave teachers. That's why brothers are out in the corners in every major city right now. I was like, we got videos that we do. We got times that we get together and we actually just go donate to the homeless, whether it be food, whether it be clothes.
The Bible's in churches, New Testament. It's not the old.
Exactly.
So it's not even the same thing. So
I said, but with that, so you gotta look at it like a TV show. Do you just hop in, you pick a TV show on Netflix and you just go straight to season 10, or do you start from the beginning? Exactly. That's the thing that the churches don't do.
You can't hop into nothing. If you're gonna teach somebody something, you gotta start from point A,
Exactly.
then go to point B, and then C and carry on. But like you said, they jump right into 10, C, or whatever the case may be, and then you don't have an understanding of where you want to be or what you're trying to get out of the church.
Exactly. I said, because the church just tell you that we all one people. But when you actually read in the Old Testament, the Lord made 18 nations of people. So none of those people have left. Everybody is still here. They just go by different names because we in all these different captivities. Exactly. Give me a... But I want to go back to one of the points that we was talking about earlier with the head wraps. You got that?
I ain't gonna hold y'all though. We about 20 minutes of walk. We walked over here, so we gonna head out.
Hey, the Lord guided your steps this way. Let me give you one more verse because you did ask about the fringes initially. So let me get that one out the way first.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Speak to the children of Israel.
Speak to everybody.
Speak to the Israelites and say to them, throughout the generations to come, you are to make time. Oh, wow. This thing. That's wow.
See that? See that? Yeah, read that KJV. It's a little bit smoother.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
And this is something that the Lord commanded us to do as Israelites.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Speaking to the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
I said, in that bid is a commandment. So we have to wear these fringes, and they can be any color. Because you see, like I got black, brother got white, other brothers may have silver. You got gold. So Gedalia got the red and gold. So there's different ways that we can, wear them and actually make them stylish as well. But it's still a commandment. We're gonna go into why it's a commandment.
And that they put up. Salathia. Speaking to the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
So we got to wear them in the borders of our garments, whether that's on your shirt or whether I have my wife is how she got it on the bottom of her dress. Go ahead.
Throughout their generations.
Throughout the generations. So this is something that has to keep going. This ain't something that we stop, you know, after the days of Moses or just after the days of Joshua or Isaiah, Jeremiah. This is something that we doing as long as we generating, because we know our people pop out kids like it's nothing.
And that they put upon the fringe of the border of blue, a ribbon of blue.
I said, so only thing about the fringes that we have to have in common is the ribbon of blue. So if you notice, every brother has blue at the top, whether it's navy, whether it's electric blue, whether it's light blue, it just has to have that ribbon on there. But we're going to go into why we even wearing it. Go ahead.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
No, just some of them.
All the commandments of the Lord.
I said, so we have to wear them so when we going off that we look down and we remember that we are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Because if we is just going off our own minds, it's easy to forget something. You know, just on a daily basis, you forget to do anything you say you was going to do first thing in the morning. Come 10 o'clock, you don't even remember no more. So that's why as soon as you're going off, you know, you look down and you're like, dang, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm an Israelite. You know, so these are a physical reminder for us to remember. So that's why we actually be wearing these fringes. You going to put on some fringes now?
I might have convinced me. I was a fringe queen anyway.
Hey, I ain't do nothing. It's all of the Most High Yahweh.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's out of my hands.
It's a good purpose.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I appreciate the knowledge.
Gotcha.
God bless everybody.
Let me give you one more flyer before you leave, because we was talking about the commandments. You got to learn a few more of them.
Get the other sister one too, huh?
So get your sister one too. I said, so those are just a couple of the simple commandments to start keeping. So I bid you that you go home, pull your Bible out, and start kind of digging into it. And then that other little flyer that we gave you, that's got our Instagram as well as our YouTube on there. You got it? Come on. All praise to the Most High. Hey, but before you leave, what's your nationality? Come on. Bring that 2 Corinthians back out.
I'm a black queen. That's what I am.
Bring that out
I'm an
again.
Israelite.
See that? So anybody asks you, you gotta tell them. Say, hey, you're an Israelite. We royalty.
Right.
All praise to the Most High. Go back. Yeah, back to that room. See that? All praise to the Most High, man. People getting edified. What's going on, brother? You heard you're an Israelite before? I can't hear you. Just listening? All right.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 1, verse 22 from the top.
Bring it out.
But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart, to serve strange gods.
To do what?
To serve strange gods.
Caesar Borgia.
To serve strange gods.
Alexander the Great.
To serve strange gods.
Zeus.
To serve strange gods.
Said our people love serving other gods other than the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the one that created heaven and earth, man. Go ahead.
And to do evil in the sight of the Lord our God. Chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore the Lord hath made good his word, which he pronounced against us, and against our judges that judged Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah.
I said, and man, you go to the church and they tell you, you can't judge, man. That's Machiavelli 3:16. That is not a real scripture, man. We had judges. There's a reason that the Lord made a whole book of judges that had all their chapters in there, because our people are supposed to judge amongst each other. And the way that we judge amongst each other is going along with our brother, man. Keep going.
Verse 2. To bring upon us great plagues.
To do what?
To bring upon us great plagues.
The bonus of the scalp.
To bring upon us great plagues.
The sicknesses and diseases.
To bring upon us great plagues.
Cancer and diabetes.
To bring upon us great plagues. such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem according to the things that were written in the law of Moses.
So you familiar with the 10 plagues that happened, brother? The boils, the frogs, all that stuff in the days of Moses. Said the Lord is sending these same signs and wonders now. He said, you look and we got rumors of wars, we got hurricanes going on, you got tornadoes, it's earthquakes in diverse places. Yeah, especially that one. I don't even want to say it. I'll let the brother handle that one. but the Lord is trying to wake up his people, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to let them know that they are more than just the proverbs and bywords that we've been labeled with all these years. You familiar with the curses at all of our people? You may have heard, like, you know, we got generational curses. Can you believe that that's actually something that's in the Bible? Say, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 37. Yes, sir, you can close it up. So the history, you familiar with Moses, right? So after Moses came from Mount Sinai and everything and gave out the commandments, this was a prophecy that he provided to the children of Israel. And Deuteronomy 28, as well as Leviticus 26, they chapters that kind of go together. That was like from 1 through 14, he talks about the blessings that would happen if we kept the law, statutes, and commandments. But from 15 to 68, he talks about how we'd be cursed because we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Read 15 before you go to 37.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. Go down to 37. So he said, because we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, there's that list of curses I was talking about. So I'm bringing out a couple of curses, and you tell me if they for sure identify with the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword.
Hey, Elder, what do you think a proverb and a byword would be? Yeah. I mean, as far as everything you see on this sign, on the left side of there. So you got American blacks because black is a color. Black is the brother's pants and his boots. So that's not black. We look at our arm, we brown. And we've been duped, man. I was like, we've been called all these other names by other people because we didn't come up with that term. Even like you said, African American, that was coined by Jesse Jackson, man, and that was in the 80s. Said my mom wasn't even called the same thing that they call us.
Black before the signs be dead.
Exactly. Where that other sign is? Say everything affiliated with the term black is bad. You got black market. They're selling stuff that you can't sell like a typical place like Walmart and Target. You got black ice. You don't even see black ice. You're just driving down the street and they see your car's whoop, and you into a pole. I said, yeah, you got black market. I was like, they define black as the absence of color. I said, but then you look at the so-called white man, they say that they pure. How are they pure when they raped, robbed, and murdered all of our people? How are they pure when they go to all these other land masses and try to take everything they got? Remember the war with when everything's going on with Bin Laden and all that? What was they going over there for? Fuel. So then you look at now, they got the whole world is going in shambles right now, and everybody attacking all these countries because of what? It was a drone just went to where was that? Russia? I think it just went to. It was a drone over there that was blowing up some of their manufacturing plants to produce the fuel and oil. I'm like, ain't nothing changed. All these things are just curses that we have to deal with, man. But these are also judgments that are coming from the Most High God. Because these are things that have been prophesied from the days of old.
So where you guys worship at? Temple or church?
We don't have a building, but this is where we at. Bring that the X3. I said, yeah, because you go to these churches, the church has been leading us astray for so long. They got all these different religions. Where that other sign is? So we got that sign over there talking about that, how they came up with all these different names, the Catholics, the the Christians, all
You
that.
have a website?
We got a YouTube.
Okay, so where can we get the account information from now?
Yeah, the brother we can get it for you before you head out of here.
You said ask
Medallion.
348.
Medallion.
It ain't no 40.
I've been the man of God for years.
You need a fly.
God bless you. I go to the same. Got any questions? Hit up the Instagram, hit up the Facebook, the email.
748.
If you got any questions for the brother, we out here every Saturday. Every Saturday.
Somebody I know I ain't tripping.
Go back boots. That's the time. Before you go, what's your next one? We gotta deal with it, man. We gotta deal with it, man.
At 70.
748, God. Oh, gotta get the compact dictionary out.
You know what the word more means? According to the so-called white man? A large waist. You know what I'm saying? The word more means is black. You know what I'm saying? Anything in front of you black means what? Negative, dark.
Okay, I got it.
See, brother handle it.
Yeah, I got it.
Come on, bring that up.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 7, verse 48. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
So the Lord ain't dealing with church buildings, man. He not dealing with these temples made with hands. So people love going to these mosques. They love going to temples. They love going to all these church. Got AME, Zion, Baptist, all these different terms that they done made up, man. And it's all just madness. Like the elder said, they ain't helping nobody, man. When the pandemic happened, what they do? They close the doors. Say you can't come in here. But they still wanted you to pay tithes. They gave you that cash app and say, hey, donate your money this way. That's madness, man. The Lord ain't dealing with that. So you dealing with the churches and they talk about that the laws are done away, but yet they still taking tithes. I'm willing to bet money that 9 out of 10 blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans walking down the street that they pastor is not even a Levite. So who are you giving your money to? Because that ain't what the Lord told you to do.
That's right.
Even when we look at the Old Testament, when you look at tithes, that wasn't even talking about money.
No, it wasn't.
It ain't no precept in this book to say, hey, you give me 10% of all the money you make. So you make $100,000, I need 10% of that. You only make $500 a month, I need 10% of that. Our people can barely pay their bills, but yet they in church giving their money to some dude that's up there wearing all kinds of gold, driving a brand new Benz, just telling you lies, man. Lusting after your wife. Man, I saw a video earlier. Had me cracking up, man. It was a dude sitting there holding the phone, and he was like, "This is what happened when your wife go to prayer meetings, and his wife sitting there, damn moaning, and you hear cheeks clapping, man." The damn pastor was bouncing up to the ceiling. That's what's happening with this church, man. You got the deacon sleeping with your wife, man. You got the pastor sleeping with your wife. All kinds of madness. It's all lust and demons, fornication, idolatry going on in these churches, man. Got our people going astray, man. Got our brothers walking up and down the street talking about they Moors, man. The Lord never called you a Moor. Said, are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I, man.
That's right. That's right.
We have forefathers who've been telling us who we are for all these years, man. Bringing out all the prophecies. Telling the so-called white man that this place is going down, man. That he got to count his days. That this is Esau's kingdom, man. But Jacob got the world that's following, man. Salvation is being saved from the hand of our enemies, man. Finish that up in Second dog, you got the brother, so I ain't even got to worry about them. Give me that second address, 13, down 1413. 2 and 2, come.
It's the book of Ruth, chapter 2, verse 2. To bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses. Verse 3.
Give me that second address.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 14.
Bring it out.
Thou hast showed thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer. Show me now yet the interpretation of this dream. For as I conceive in my understanding, destruction unto them that shall be left in those days.
Say, what is the Lord bringing upon his people?
Destruction unto them that shall be left in those days.
So what is he going to do to all the sinners that are walking around here?
Destruction unto them that shall be left in those days.
Say, man, death and destruction is coming to the people who don't want to obey the Lord, man. Say, we need 1/3 of our people to come back to the Lord. Our hope and our prayer and desire is that all Israel be saved. But we already know that our people are stiff-necked and rebellious, man. That not all of them are going to take heed to the warnings that are going throughout the four corners of the world, man. You got celebrities talking about it, all on Instagram, all in the interviews. So, but then every time you get people like Ye to bring out the who we are and what's going on with the world, what happened? They kick the interview offline, man. They don't do it for nobody else. You got people up here smoking blunts and drinking all day long. That don't get dismissed. What's going on, brothers and sisters? Y'all Israelites, man. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they the chosen people, man. We got to start keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right!
You got a fire, right?
Got to start keeping these commandments, brother. Before you leave, who are you?
Come on back.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 14. Thou hast showed thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer. Show me now yet the interpretation of this dream. For as I conceive in my understanding, destruction unto them that shall be left in those days, and much more.
And what?
And much more.
And what?
And much more.
What did the Lord say?
And much more destruction unto them that are not left behind. For they that were not left were in heaviness.
I said, and the people that's left behind are left in heaviness. Even when you look at the days of slavery, our people was jumping off the boats because they didn't want to come over here, man. They knew what was happening. They was like, oh man, we get over here, it ain't no coming back, man. We destroyed. That's why when you read Deuteronomy 28:68, and it say we fled Egypt, man. Saying we wouldn't see that land no more. We been going out of physical Egypt, man. Now it's a spiritual Egypt. Now you over here still building pyramids. Now instead you looking at a green piece of paper that got the damn blue-eyed white dragon face all over it, man, and you worshiping it. That's off. Keep going.
Now, understand, the things that are laid up in the latter days, which shall happen unto them and to those that are left behind. Therefore, are they coming to great perils?
Are they what?
Are they coming to great perils?
I said, there's great pearls that are coming, man. The Lord is great and terrible in his works, man. I said, and it's terrible because, man, we got to see what's going to happen to our people. We see what's happening to them on the day-to-day, man. Brother was kicking it for Cinco de Mayo last night, got taken up out of here, man. But it said our people just rather ride up and down the street on motorcycles, riding in Hellcats, doing burnout, smoking hookah. Man, we got to start keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Stop defiling our temples, man. Because death and destruction and great plagues are coming amongst these people, man. Bring that up.
Therefore, are they come into great perils and many necessities, like as these dreams declare?
I said in the prophets, they saw all this stuff through the dreams. What's going on, brothers and sisters?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 13. For my people have committed two evils.
Said we have done what?
For my people have committed two evils.
Said the Lord was counting them, man. He said, dang, it's two things y'all did that went off. Go ahead.
They have forsaken me.
Said shalom, brother. Said before you leave, what are you? You ain't no more, you a what?
Israelite.
Hey! That's what we are here for, man, to wake our people up. Tell them get rid of these proverbs and bywords they've been holding on to, man. Oh, praise to the Most High, man. That's why I hate camp bashers. They hate that people come out here and do the work of the Lord, man. They talk about y'all got camp doctrines. Man, I want to see you come out here when it's 80 degrees, it's muggy. You got people mugging you, man. You don't never know when your own people going to be ready to pop at you, man.
That's right.
Say, but man, we doing the work of the Lord, man. Through the glory and honor and praises, man, to the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Bring it out.
Verse 13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and have hewed them out of systems. Broken systems that can hold no water.
Say, we've been leaning on these broken cisterns that can't hold water. Can you imagine seeing that? You trying to walk with a damn pail and it's got a crack in it and all the water is falling out? That's what it is, leaning on these heathens, man. Thinking that the damn government's gonna save you, thinking that these politicians give a damn about you, thinking that these wicked ass celebrities care about you. They don't care, man. They want you to continue to be going off. Hey sister, you an Israelite, you gotta keep the commandments in these last days, man. Ain't that much time left.
Verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is Israel a homeborn slave?
Man, what did the Lord ask his people?
Is Israel a servant? Is Israel a homeborn slave?
He said, is our people homeborn slaves? They love the slavery, man. They love captivity. They love going by all these other names, man. They love doing things that piss the Most High off, man. He said, you got 6 things that are abomination to the Lord, man. Well, 16 he hated, 7th are an abomination. It's like it. And what do our people do? They run to all those things. They got feet that are just quick to run to mischief. So, but then you got the words of the Lord over here on the corner, man. Our people got their damn hands over their ears, man. Walking around like they got a headset on. This ain't the gun range, man. Said, and this ain't the hood. We ain't out here trying to kill you off, man. We trying to give you that living bread.
That's right.
That daily bread, Slaki. That living water, man. Trying to give you some Torah soup. Trying to heal your bones, man. Because you can't get it through the wisdom of this world, man. This place is finished. This place is over with, man. You got all these other countries, man. They got missiles aimed at this place. There's drones flying around. The Lord is killing this place off with pestilence. He's killing it off with diseases. He got our people in the streets killing each other. He got the heathen killing you. Every damn time you see them red and blue police, them damn police lights get behind you, man, you don't even know if you're gonna make it home, man.
That's right.
It's time for our people to return to the Lord in these last days, man. Because nobody else needs salvation. None of these other wicked nations need salvation. What do you need salvation from? Who need to save you? Why you need to be saved? We need to be saved from you and your children and your parents and your uncles and your grandparents and all the other wicked all the other wicked people who've been holding their damn foot on our necks for all these years, man. Bring that out.
Why is he spoiled? Verse 15.
He said, and why is he spoiled, man? We feel like we spoil people. Jake get damn $10 and they try to feel like they above somebody else, man. He get one look, they get damn the damn stimmies, man. I remember Trump was giving out them checks, man. People thought that they was really doing something. Say, but then you just run straight to the Apple store and go give it right back to your oppressors like a damn idiot, man.
Spreading the money on their arm.
God, yeah, taking pictures, spreading the money on their arm. Can't wait till the Lord send these nuclear fire, man, to burn all that stuff up. So you gonna watch your dollars just blow away, man. Gonna turn into a pillar of smoke, man.
Teach, King.
I can't wait for this place to be destroyed. Can't wait for the days that our sisters put on some clothes. Can't wait for the days everybody put the blunt down, put the damn bottle down, man. And come up off of the lean, come up off of the pills, man.
Come on, brother.
Saying brother walking around shaking his head, man. Looking like a damn holographic Pokemon card with that weird bag on, man. Bring it up.
Verse 15. The lions roared upon him and yelled, and they made his land waste.
And he did what?
And they made his land waste.
What did the Lord do?
And they made his land waste.
That's it. And now our land is given over to somebody who can't even sit in the sun longer than 5 minutes, man. This place is finished, man. Give me that in Ezekiel.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 30. How weak is thy heart, says the Lord God.
Said, man, and the Lord got all these questions for his people. He said, how weak is your heart, man? He asking our people, how long are they going to love simplicity? How long are they going to love the folly and the vanity of this world, man? How long are they going to keep up these damn weak-ass holidays, man? The Lord gave us holy days, and I don't see our people keeping none of them, man. I don't remember seeing Passover being something that was just glorified everywhere. I don't remember seeing businesses shut down. Ain't no business shut down right now. It's the Sabbath. That's all Jake gonna do, man. Street life, man. That's Jake. Street life, man. Saying you're gonna die in your land in your captivity if you don't turn over to the Lord, man.
Saying 51-20, man.
God, bring that up. Hold that.
Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net.
As what?
As a wild bull in a net.
What is Jake?
As a wild bull in a net.
I said our people go get caught up, man, like a wild bull in a net. It's like in them TV shows when you see somebody running through a forest and they get caught in a booby trap. That's Jake, man. Jake is looking forward to that booby trap. That's the only thing they doing, man. They bringing destruction upon themselves, man. Hey, brother, what's your nationality? Man, them headphones ain't that loud. I know you can hear me, man.
Brother.
Man,
From the top. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in the net. They are full of the fury of the Lord.
they are what?
They are full of the fury of the Lord. The rebuke of thy God.
Saying they full of the fury, man. They love just pissing the Most High off. They love being disobedient to their father, man. Bring that up.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 30. How weak is thy heart, saith the Lord God. Seeing thou doest all these things, the work of an imperious worship. Woman, Salati, whorish woman, in that thou buildest thy eminent place in the head of every way.
Said our people are going off like a whorish woman, man. The same way you see a thought and she just bounced from dude to dude, it's the same way that Jake running off to their lovers, man. That's the way that they cleave to every other nation of people. They can't stand their own people, man. They can't even like make eye contact with their people. But they said they'd rather be just like them, the young and the restless over it, man. Keep going.
How weak is thy heart, saith the Lord God. Seeing thou doest all these things, the work of an imperious whorish woman. In that thou buildest thy eminent place in the head of every way, and markets thy high place in every street, and has not been as a harlot in that thou scornest. Scornest her, but as a wife that committed adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband.
I said, so we taking strangers instead of our own, man.
Yep.
Love cleaving to the oppressor, man. Want to be just like them.
Keep going.
They give gifts to all whores.
So they do what?
They give gifts to all whores. But thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers, and hirest them, that they may come unto thee on every side. For thy whoredom and the contrary is in thee, from other women in thy whoredoms. Whereas now
Stop it. Finish 30 seconds.
followeth thee to commit whoredoms, and in that thou givest a reward, and no reward is given unto thee. Therefore, thou art contrary.
So there is no reward for your whoredoms, man. It's only the grave. Going to shower all, man. Going to death. So that's it. Your body gonna return to the dust. Your spirit gonna go back to the Most High. and you got destroyed in the land of your captivity, and your spirit is gonna be destroyed, man. When are our people gonna wake up and realize we need the Lord, man, in these last days?
That's right.
So when there's literally nothing on the shelves, when ain't no more clothes, ain't no more food, ain't no gas, you can't escape. When the cities are shut down, you can't get across the bridge. So now you stuck here in damn wicked ass St. Louis. When all the doors to all the churches gonna be closed, who you gonna have faith in them last days? Hey brother, when famine hit the world, who you gonna have faith in? Say, who is Jesus though?
Which Jesus?
Yeah, which one is Jesus? Is it this picture right here? Come check out this picture right quick. See that? So you gotta have faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. That's the Most High God and His Son, who the world so inwardly calls Jesus Christ, man.
That's right.
Give me Luke 19 and 26.
Bring it out.
This the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 26.
Bring it out.
For I say unto you, that unto every one which have shall be given, and from him that have not, even that he that have shall be taken away from him. Verse 27. But those my enemies,
What?
but those my enemies,
What are the other nations?
but those mine enemies, which will not that I shall reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me.
And do what?
Bring them hither and slay them before me.
What is Christ waiting for?
Bring them hither and slay them before me.
So what is the Lord gonna do to the heathen?
Bring them hither and slay them before me.
Bring that out.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, verse 7. The Lord make it poor and make it rich. He bring it low and lift it up. He raising up the poor out of the dust.
He do what?
He lifted up the poor out of the dust.
I said there's nothing for the Lord to bring up the poorest of the poor, man. Bring them up out of their dust and make them somebody. Said brothers used to be whores, man. We used to be whoremongers. We used to be pimps. We used to be stoners, man. We used to be drunks. We used to be thieves. We used to be idolaters. We used to be fornicators. I'm sure every brother up here got a memory of when they was going off, man. Was thinking about another brother's wife. Was sitting there putting all kinds of chemicals in their bodies. Was eating foods that the Lord told them not to do. Was chasing after women every which way, man. Some brothers that are keeping law, statutes, and commandments now, they used to be chasing other brothers, man. The Lord can do anything, man. The Lord can pull you up out of any condition that you are in, man. Because your sin is looked at nothing to the Lord, man. If you ask for repentance and you do it in sincerity, man. You ask for forgiveness and you repent and tell the Lord that you didn't bask in all that folly that you used to do, man. The Lord gonna pull you up out of your dust. Keep going on that.
And lifted up the beggar from the dunghill.
I said, and even all the brothers out here that don't have a place to lay their head at night, man, He can still bring you up. So we had a brother a couple months ago. He had did a 20-year bid in the system, man. And what does that happen? The first thing he did was came across the man of the Lord, man. We gave him some precepts. Brother got a little bit of hope. Went around the corner. Somebody gave him a way home, man. We seen the brother a couple more weeks after that, man. And he said he started studying and everything was going a little bit better for him. Yeah. That is the work of the Lord, man. That is why we do this. It is not for vainglory, man. None of this is of ourselves. We didn't even expect to be doing this shit just 5 years ago, man. About 3-4 years ago. Brothers was in the damn strip clubs, man. Sitting there gambling. Sitting there looking for who the next person that they can steal something from. But now what has the Lord got us doing? Out here prophesying the downfall of this place, man. Trying to wake up the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. No more bouncing our people to the ceiling, man. Now we bouncing these prayers up to the Lord, man. To the third heaven, man.
That's right.
That's what we gonna do until the day He take us up out of here, man.
Talk about it up.
Keep going.
To set them among princes.
To do what?
To set them among princes. And to make them inherit the throne of glory.
The what?
The throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord
stuff belongs to the Lord, man. The heathen think that they run something, but they really don't, man. They're not in charge of nothing. Because this world is coming to an end. This place is over with, man. It's going to be no more Jake riding around with their leg out the window, man. It's off. Off. Our people are finished, man. Bring that out.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 17.
Bring it out!
For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. Verse 18.
Starting from the top again.
Top. Verse 17. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 17. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken.
Shall be what?
Shall be broken.
Shall be what?
Shall be broken. But the Lord upholdeth the righteous. Verse 18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright.
I said, the Lord knoweth all the days of the upright, man. Our people love walking around being like, oh, well, if y'all truly prophets, saying, when is the Lord coming back? You think the Lord really would tell Jake that, man? Because Jake will wait until literally the last minute. It's like an alarm clock. They'd be like, man, if the Lord said that he was coming back at 5 o'clock, best believe 4:58, Jake gonna wake up. Oh, I guess I'll go ahead and, me go grab my fringes. And then it's gonna be too late, man. You're gonna get caught out there and the Lord gonna destroy you, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And their inheritance shall be forever. Verse 19. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time. In the day and in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied.
I said, so the men of the Lord, man, you living in righteousness, you're gonna be satisfied in them days of famine, man. We're gonna be like Elijah, just waiting on the damn raven to come bring us some food, man. We're gonna be just like the days of old. We're gonna be waiting for manna to come out of the sky, man. While everybody else is gonna be walking around just looking for specks and crumbs between this damn mortar and brick on the ground, man. So, but the men of the Lord are gonna be fed because we've been keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because we've been diligent. Because we've been meditating. We've been praying. We've been fasting. And we've been patiently waiting on the downfall of this place, man.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 20. But the wicked shall perish.
But the what?
But the wicked shall perish.
What did the Lord say?
But the wicked shall perish.
What happened to the heathen?
But the wicked shall perish. And the enemies of the Lord shall be as fat as the fat of lambs.
It's gonna be like the fat of lambs. Because what was the fat of lambs in the Old Testament, man? That was the burnt offerings. We didn't eat the fat. We pulled it off of there and we threw it in the fire. That's the same thing that happened with the Lord. Same way you see this incense just disappearing, this is gonna be the damn heathen, man. Nothing. As a drop that fallen from a vessel, man. Bring that out.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 6, verse 23. Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, saying, on this wise, ye shall bless the children of Israel.
Say, you said what?
Ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, the Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace.